Madonna is not just a singer. She is a phenomenon, an era, a challenge, and a mirror of society. For more than 40 years in music, she has been a pop icon, a provocateur, a businesswoman, an actress, a director, a mother, a feminist symbol, and a constant subject of criticism. People either adore her or reject her, but very few feel indifferent towards her. Childhood and early years. Madonna Louise Ciccone was born on the 16th of August 1958 in Bay City, Michigan, into a large Catholic family of Italian descent. She was the third of 6 children. Her mother died of breast cancer when Madonna was only 5 years old. This loss became one of the most defining moments of her life. Later, Madonna often said that losing her mother so early made her strong, but also left a deep emotional emptiness inside her. Her father was a strict and demanding man, an engineer by profession. Discipline, religion, and order ruled the household. Madonna grew up intelligent, stubborn, and fiercely ambitious. At school, she was an excellent student and studied dance seriously. From an early age, she knew she did not want an ordinary life. She once said, "I knew I didn't want to be like everyone else. I wanted more, even if I didn't yet know what that more was." Moving to New York, risk and hunger. In the late 1970s, Madonna dropped out of university and moved to New York City with only a few dollars in her pocket. This decision later became legendary. She famously said, "I came to New York with $35 in my pocket. It was the bravest and the stupidest thing I've ever done." She lived in poverty, worked as a waitress and dancer, posed for art photographs, and sometimes went hungry. But it was in New York that she learned how to survive, how to fight, and how not to fear rejection. The city hardened her character and sharpened her instincts. The beginning of her music career. In the early 1980s, Madonna began performing in clubs and meeting DJs and producers. Her early songs were simple and danceable, but they already carried something special: confidence, attitude, and a strong sense of identity. In 1983, she released her debut album, Madonna. Singles such as Holiday, Lucky Star, and Borderline quickly brought her popularity. She was not the strongest vocalist of her generation, but she possessed something far more powerful: charisma and a clear understanding of image, rise and transformation into an icon. Her true breakthrough came with the album Like a Virgin in 1984. Her performance at the MTV Video Music Awards, where she appeared in a wedding dress and behaved provocatively on stage, shocked the public. Society was outraged, and that outrage turned her into a superstar. She played with religion, sexuality, and gender roles. For Madonna, the stage was a space of freedom. She once said, "I'm not trying to shock people. I'm just being honest." Scandals and courage. Madonna never feared criticism. The Like a Prayer video caused controversy because of its religious imagery. The album Erotica and the book Sex in the early 1990s divided society sharply. Some saw her as immoral, others viewed her as a revolutionary. Her response was simple and sharp. Greater than. When a man talks about sex, he's a hero. When a woman does it, she's dangerous. Personal life and relationships. Madonna's personal life has always attracted enormous attention. She was married twice, to actor Sean Penn and later to director Guy Ritchie. Both marriages were intense and turbulent, and both ended in divorce. She has had relationships with artists, athletes, dancers, and men much younger than herself. Madonna has never apologized for her choices. "I don't live my life to meet other people's expectations." Motherhood and family. Madonna is the mother of 6 children, 2 biological and 4 adopted from Malawi. Motherhood changed her deeply. She became more spiritual and reflective, yet no less strong or independent. She once said, "My children are my greatest project." For Madonna, family is not a traditional structure, but a space built on love, responsibility, and commitment. Spirituality and views on life. Over time, Madonna became increasingly interested in spirituality, Kabbalah, and philosophy. She moved beyond pure provocation and began searching for deeper meaning. Her thoughts on life often sound like this: greater than, the secret of life is constant change. If you're not changing, you're dying. Career. After 40 and 50, Madonna proved that age is not a limitation. She continued releasing albums, touring the world, and experimenting with electronic music, hip-hop, and Latin influences. Albums such as Confessions on a Dance Floor, MDNA, Rebel Heart, and Madame X showed that she was not afraid to remain modern and relevant. Discography. Main studio albums. Madonna, 1983. Like a Virgin, 1984. True Blue, 1986. Like a Prayer, 1989. Erotica, 1992. Bedtime Stories, 1994. Ray of Light, 1998. Music, 2000. American Life, 2003. Confessions on a Dance Floor, 2005. Hard Candy, 2008. MDNA, 2012. Rebel Heart, 2015. Madame X, 2019. Interesting facts: she has sold over 300 million records worldwide. Madonna is the most successful solo female artist in pop music history. She maintains full creative control over her image, music videos, and tours. Her influence can be seen in artists such as Britney Spears, Lady Gaga, Beyoncé, and many others. She has never been afraid of being uncomfortable or controversial. Who she really is. Madonna's story is the story of a woman who refused to be a victim of circumstances. She is not perfect, not always gentle, and not always easy to understand. But she is honest in her desire to live on her own terms. As she once said, "I'd rather be hated for who I am than loved for who I'm not." And perhaps that is exactly why her name still resonates so powerfully today. Madonna is not just a singer. She is a symbol of freedom of choice, strength of will, and constant forward movement.